Welcome everyone to this video. Today I want to discuss cryptocurrency. I'm Sukanya Sahu, technical lead at Codezilla, and without any further ado, let's get right into it. So, since time immemorial, currency has been an integral part in our life. If in the caveman era, we used to barter system. In barter system, it involves goods and services being exchanged in, among each other. So now we have a situation where a caveman is exchanging 7 apples and getting oranges in return. But the barter system fell out of use because it had many anomalies, like meeting people's requirement. For example, what if you have 3 apples and your friend has 3 oranges? You want oranges and are willing to exchange your apples for it. But what if your friend doesn't need apples? Next problem is that there's no common measure of value because of which there's always a confusion like how many apples should you exchange for the desired number of oranges. Next flaw is not all goods can be divided. For example, milk, animals, fish, etc. Also, goods cannot be transported very easily. After realizing these issues, we moved to official mode of currency like paper currency, coin currency, cards, debit cards, digital wallets, etc., which was all which is actually controlled by banks and government. Now here's a situation where you have to transfer the money to your friend's account. The transaction was done successfully and he received his money. But there are several ways which this could have been gone wrong. There could have been a technical issue at the bank. For example, the servers could have been down. Also, the user's account could have gotten hacked or identity theft like that. Also, the transaction limit could have exceeded. And that's why we need cryptocurrency, which is our future. Now, let's imagine a transaction between two friends in the future. One of them gets a payment when a request pops up in his Bitcoin app asking for this much of bitcoins to be transferred to his friend's account. If yes, then processing takes place. Now it's authenticating the user's identity, checking if they have the required balance and other such things. After this, the payment's done and the friend receives the bitcoin. This in turn removes all the problems in modern banking. Like it doesn't have any transaction limit. It works independent of a governing body. And the best part is it cannot be hacked. As of now, there are so many cryptocurrencies available, but the popular ones are Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Zcash. So, what exactly is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a digital or a virtual currency that is meant to be a medium of exchange, like any other method of exchange. But they operate independent of a bank or a government, and you can easily verify the transfers with the hashing algorithm it uses and makes it easier for the user to use. Also, new units can be added only after it meets certain criteria and conditions. There's a limit to how many units that can exist. With Bitcoin, the limit is up to 21 million now. Now, why cryptocurrency? Why should we use cryptocurrency? But for that, there should be precise number of advantages. Like why should we use cryptocurrency? For example, in cryptocurrency there's little to no transaction cost. You might have noticed that if you go to a bank and you want to transfer your money through NEFT, then there's a charge that is applied for that transfer. In case of cryptocurrency, there's no such charges. It is available 24/7, and the international transactions are much faster here. There's no limit on purchases and withdrawals. Also, anyone has the freedom to use it. So, for a normal Bitcoin transaction, you first need the transaction details. A cryptocurrency usually requires a computational algorithm, a public key that the user shares with everyone, and a private key which acts like a digital signature of the user. Now, with the Bitcoin transaction, this includes the details of the person who you want to transfer. Then it is passed to a transaction algorithm, which is the hashing algorithm. In case of Bitcoin, it is the SHA-256 algorithm, and the output of that is obtained and passed to the next phase, that is the signature phase. Also, which is the private key, which is with the user itself, and it acts as a signature, which gives him the part to actually process the payment. This key is uniquely identified the user, and with this output, it is then distributed across the network for people to verify. This is done by using the sender's public key. The people who verify the transaction to check whether it is valid or not are known as miners. After this is done, the transaction are several others are added to the blockchain where it cannot be changed again. So yeah, and then the transfer is done. The two major cryptocurrencies right now are Bitcoin and Ether. Bitcoin is a form of digital currency and is decentralized without a central bank. It uses blockchain to perform transactions on peer to peer network, whereas Ether is a currency that accepts the Ethereum network. Ethereum network works on blockchain technology to create an open source platform to build and deploy decentralized applications. So now here's the similarity between these two. They are the most valuable cryptocurrencies right now in the market. Also, both uses blockchain technology, which is nothing but a technology that involves transaction that is being added to a container called block and creating a chain of blocks in which data cannot be altered for safety reasons. And these are widely used across the world. But there are differences between these two. So first, Bitcoin is used to send money to someone, whereas Ether is used as a currency to power the Ethereum network. Bitcoin uses manual transactions, whereas in Ether it can be manual or it can be automated. Transactions in Bitcoins are quite slow, up to 10 minutes or something, but in Ether it's done within a few seconds. In Bitcoin, the money transacted is for real world use, whereas in Ether, it is used to power the Ethereum network and the power real life transactions. The limit for Bitcoin is 21 million right now, and it and for Ether it is expected to exceed to not exceed 100 million. As of now, one Bitcoin equals to 11,742 USD, and for Ether, it is equal to 405 USD. And for Bitcoin, it used for transaction involving goods and services, whereas in Ether, it uses blockchain to create ledger that triggers a transaction when a condition is met. So that's all about the basics of cryptocurrency, and we have learned so much now. So that's it for today's video. And if you want to get more knowledge about different domains, then stay tuned to our channel. Like, share, subscribe, and share your knowledge down in the comment section. For more details and queries, you can connect with us in our social media handles. I'll provide the link. So, yeah, thank you for watching.